Okay, so I've had a lot of conversations with women about microblading, and there's some things that I think y'all should know. I'm a licensed cosmetologist of 15 years, and I started doing permanent makeup 7 years ago. That's when I went to get a certification. And then when microblading got big several years ago, I went and got another certification. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years now. I'm not really sure. But I did go to a school. I got a certification. I do carry microblading and permanent makeup insurance. The reason I'm bringing that up is because a lot of people do not know that there's not necessarily a board that's governing and regulating microblading and permanent makeup. Certain states do have certain regulations, but it's not something covered under State Board of Cosmetology. I went through, I have a website that I was looking up on my phone. I will post that website in the description box so that you guys can go on that website and see what the regulations are for your state. But the reason I'm bringing this up, let's just get into like the nitty gritty of it, okay? So I charge $375 for microblading. That covers 2 sessions, the initial session and I call it a perfecting session in 6 to 12 weeks. Every microblade professional is going to be a little different in that, but I say professional because, here we go. I have a lot of people who will say, oh my God, I don't want to pay that much for my eyebrows. I know a girl who could do it for $150. Do you really want to be frugal with your face though? Your face. It's permanent on your face. I get that it fades. I get you can have it lightened and all that. But do you really want to go through that? Like, so every, state is going to be different. Everybody's price range is going to be different. Clientele is going to be different. All that. I'm not saying if somebody charges that price that they're, not a good professional. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is be knowledgeable and understand where you're going. What I'm saying is, have you seen their portfolio? Ask if they carry insurance. Find out what the regulating board is. I just don't want you guys to think that, for hair, there's always a state board, and most people know that your stylist is getting inspected. They just pop up and do random inspections on us. So you kind of have this security net that okay, well, somebody's governing what they're doing and somebody's checking on them. Nobody is doing that for microblading. And it's so much more to it than getting your hair done. Come on guys, seriously, we're actually making micro cuts into your skin, micro incisions to implant pigment in there. That's not the same as you came in here for me to slap a relaxer on your hair, or you came in to get your end strip. No ma'am, not the same. There really should be more regulations, and so a lot of people take for granted that there's some tattoo board somewhere, and there's not. We're regulated necessarily by the health department, but let me tell you something. The health department is not coming to check on microblade technicians unless they get a complaint. You're not going to know that. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure that your technician, if somebody tells you that they're charging a high price, find out why. Find out if it's worth it. So let me tell you, for me, I show my clients, when you sit in my chair, I'm going to hand you a needle packet because I want you to look and you can inspect it. That needle packet is brand new, completely sterile in the pack. I'm not even going to open it until I put my gloves on to put it in the tool. I don't sanitize my room until my client is sitting in there. Does it take some time? Yes, but I'm going to let you numb while I set up the room. I'm not saying that everybody has to do that. That's just me. But I want people to see that my room is completely sterile. I have sanitized everything that's going to touch anything that might touch you. I use barrier tape on anything that I'm going to sit on the table for you that could get cross-contamination on it. I'm going to, use numbing cream and make sure that I put it in, a little cup so that I'm not re-contaminating that too. I'm not scraping it onto nothing. All of those little things everybody needs to be aware of, because we're talking about opening your skin. You're talking about hepatitis, AIDS, HIV, staph infections. You know what I mean? It's It's so vast, the things that could go wrong. And I've heard of people going to, even to a professional, and the girl was going, she had like several rooms set up, and she was going from room to room and not changing her gloves. What are you talking about? Why would you even do that? I change my gloves. If somebody walks in and says, hey, can I have a business card? If I have to stop what I'm doing with microblading and get a card, or, you know, get somebody something, which I try not to do, of course, but if there's some necessity where I have to, I'm going to take off my gloves. And you're going to see me grab some new gloves. We're not cross-contaminating, because I don't want that on my conscience. Listen, I don't want nobody catching nothing and it being my fault. I would not be able to sleep at night. So I just want you guys to know these things, these tips, you know what I'm saying? Like, check a portfolio. Make sure that they have a business license, because if you don't have a business license, you can't get insurance. So ask them if they have insurance. It may sound rude. It's my face and I'm paying a whole lot of money for it. So no, I want to know if you have insurance, because the truth of the matter is something could happen to anybody. Anytime that you're opening skin, something could go wrong. So even with a professional, you just want to be covered. I have like a $2 million policy. So if anything ever happens, if you happen to have an allergic reaction to the lidocaine that I use, listen, I got you covered. Not a problem. Like, you're not gonna have to pay that bill. And I'm just saying, I don't want to scare people and freak people out and make people not want to get microblading. I just want you to be educated and know what you're getting into, and make sure you know who you're getting into it with. Like, this is a very serious situation. There's so many things that could transfer and so many things that could go wrong. I feel like people should have a great understanding of, I need somebody that has insurance. I need somebody who's been to training. You should have some kind of certificate. And then, listen, ask the school that they went to. Inspect the school. Because there's no regulating board, anyone can start a school. I can start certifying people tomorrow if I feel like it, and just come up with my own logo, print my own certificates. Look, they sell packets at Office Depot to print your own certificates. Like, don't play. People are trifling, and people do trifling stuff. So you never know if that was their instructor trained. Like, find that stuff out. If you feel like that's too invasive, then just make sure you look at all of their work. Make sure you see before and after pictures. Another thing, do not only look at the immediately after pictures. Look at the after they've healed pictures. They should have those if they are a good microblade technician. When they're first done, everything looks fresh and crisp. What you need to see is, how did that pigment heal? How did that pigment blend, evenly? Were there strokes evenly distributed apart? Are there gaps? If they put the strokes too close together, when they heal and the ink settles in and expands a little bit, just like regular tattoos do, it's gonna just look like a solid fill. You're not gonna see the hair strokes. Those are the things you need to see in the pictures. So ask a lot of questions. Ask about micro shading. If somebody's done microblading, they should know what micro shading is, and they should be able to tell you the difference. Ask them, what size needles they're using. Like, just ask anything that you can think of that's going to give you the comfort that you need to know that that person knows what they're doing and what they're talking about. Don't just sit in anybody's chair. And ladies, please, I know that we're all on a budget, and I'm not saying this just because I'm a technician and I want to charge a high price or anything like that. I'm not the highest where I am by far. But I'm also not the cheapest, because a lot of these women are doing it like in their kitchen. I'm not doing your brows in my kitchen. I'm doing it in a sterile environment that I only do, my beauty services in. And I'm certified. So that's what I'm saying. If somebody's telling you, if the average rate where you are, say, is $300 and somebody's charging $100, that should be a red flag. Look and figure out why. Either they're brand new and you don't want to be their test dummy, or they are not certified. They could simply watch a YouTube video and buy some stuff on Amazon and start microblading tomorrow. You don't want to be her client. You want to make sure that you're going to a professional that knows what they're doing and knows how to get it done. I just think that people should have a knowledge of what's going on. Like, I have this little saying that you should know the rules to the game before you start playing the game. You can't change the rules later. So I just think that y'all should have the rules to the game, and you should understand all the moving pieces before you decide I want to play. So that's why I wanted to make this video. I hope that that this made sense. I hope that some of you guys will be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me ask this or let me check that. If you have questions, please comment below. I try to always get back to everybody who comments on my page. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I love you guys, old and new. I get new subscribers every day, which I'm kind of new to YouTube a little bit. So it makes me super excited every time I see a new little thing. So I appreciate y'all so much. Let me know if you have more questions about microblading. I am going to post a video of microblading so you can see the process. Really what happened is I had made a video last year and I had it up and I had a lot of views on it, but stupid me. I used copyrighted music, so I had to take it down. So I gotta make a new one. But I plan on doing that like ASAP. We'll try to do that maybe this weekend for y'all and I'll have it posted. But like I said, please subscribe, follow, share this video. Don't let people walk around with crazy eyebrows and not know that they were gonna end up crazy. So I love y'all. Have a great week.